Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, world? This is Diverse KCox tuning into another YouTube video. And in this video, we're going to be discussing AI in music, artificial intelligence. But before we get into it, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated of my journey as a music producer. AI in music, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? There's been a lot of discussion within the music producer community and the artist community and then just the world in general about AI in music and how AI is being influenced into the music industry and the music business. So we have an article, give a little read, and then I give you my thoughts. Without further ado, let's hop into the screen. Before we get into the video, to help support me, check out my website, www.diversekcox.com. Brand new website. I'm super happy to share with you. Check out my journey as a music producer. I even have MIDI kits for sale. You can also browse the services I provide. So any artist or music producer that's willing to work, let me know. Let's work together. That's www.diversekcox.com.
Diverse.
This website is called The Telegraph Online. I will leave a link in the description down below so you can check out the whole full blog post. AI generated music, boom. Timbaland's virtual singer signals industry shift. So for those that don't know who Timbaland is, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know why you're on my channel and you don't know who Timbaland is, the GOAT of GOATs, everybody's producer's favorite producer. He's been getting a lot of backlash and a lot of pushback over his recent choices in using AI. But let's keep reading. Four-time Grammy winner Timbaland, who helped shape the careers of musicians such as Aaliyah and Missy Elliott, has a new act, a pink-haired singer who exists only in code. Her name is Tatumi. Her song Glitch X Post has already racked up several thousands plays on YouTube and music streaming platforms. A musician like Timbaland is sitting on a pile of demos and half-formed ideas, some of which are now being completed with the help of AI. Our music producers, we have maybe like 1,000, 10,000 plus beats, and then maybe tens of thousands or more half unfinished ideas of beats that we have. He's just using AI to help complete his ideas, to help finish his music more efficiently. He types prompts describing what he has in mind and lets software such as Suno, where he serves as a strategic advisor, do the heavy lifting, all delivered via Tata. Suno is a generative AI platform that can create full-length songs. This is where the controversy starts to happen. Let's say I have an idea, but I don't have the tools to finish the idea musically. So I could just go into Suno, type in a prompt, type in my idea, and then Suno can just push out a full song. To create a full-length song, it takes between hours to maybe a couple of days or weeks, depending on what kind of song you're making, or if you're just making a beat, if you're making like a song with lyrics, and then mixing and mastering, that's a whole different thing. This AI tool, Suno, cuts the time drastically, not even in half, it's just drastically. And this is where the controversy comes in, because you have musicians that's been crafting and honing their skills for years and years and years just to get replaced by AI software. Producing a basic AI track has become almost child's play. The Telegraph asked a 14-year-old to write a few lines and dictate prompts to Suno. Within minutes, the app produced something impressive enough to make Charlie Puth drop his jaw. Yeah, that is the scary part a lot of musicians don't like to hear. They don't want to have their work compromised by software or by a computer or by AI. Musicians and humans want human work to influence humans. A few weeks ago, Suno co-founder and CEO Mikey Schulman wrote on LinkedIn that AI music generator now has 2 million paid subscribers and 300 million in annual recurring revenue. Suno and his rival startup Udio have already flooded the internet with millions of AI generated songs. At first, record labels came after them. Sony Music, Universal Music, Warner Records sued the two startups for copyright infringement in 2024. Slowly, however, the AI companies have begun forging alliances with the industry that challenged them. You have music labels that was fighting for humans that created music, fighting for musicians and artists that created music. They were suing the AI companies such as Suno and Udio about copyright infringement, how they would take their artist's voice and use it on a song and make a whole new song that can be distributed to different platforms. But now, since it's all just a money grab, basically everything boils down to money. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. It says in the article here, over $300 million have been made. So of course, music labels and music companies want to put their hands into the pockets of money, because everybody wants to make money. That's just how the way the words work. That's how capitalism works. If you're not making money, you don't have a business. Or there's a potential growth in music as a different outlet to make money, which is through AI. So that's how the major music companies are seeing it. It's just weird to see how first the record labels were fighting against AI over copyright. Now they're putting their hands into and trying to invest in some ways into AI generated music, which again is traumatic and is also kind of scary for actual live musicians and music producers and artists that's actually trying to do this as a career. When you have a teenager or a 14, 15-year-old that doesn't know anything about music, or that doesn't have any experience into creating music, or don't know like the time it takes to learning an instrument, to playing an instrument, or the time it took to take vocal lessons, or the time it took to write a song, and to have that emotion and to give that expression, that form of self-expression only a human can shape into life. And to have it just spit out a song within a couple of minutes, it's like a stab in the back. For all artists, it's like, yo, I did all this work. I worked all these hours on honing into my craft, perfecting my craft to the best of my ability, just to have a computer do what I can do 5 times faster and maybe not as good. It's not scary times, but it's changing times, and everything is changing more rapidly because you have non-musicians making music like musicians with the help of AI. It's very telling that within 2 years, because in 2024, AI music dropped worldwide or globally. Only within 2 years, the major record companies decided to shift gears. They were against AI music over copyright infringement, and now they're working with AI music, which I can say is a smart move because technology is forever evolving. That's just how we are as a society. And it's either you're going to fight against technology and get left behind, or embrace technology and try to work with it to help not only boost your business, but just not getting left behind. If you get stuck in the past, or if you get stuck in the era, you will be there and life is going to pass you by. So I say all that to say, technology isn't going anywhere. Technology is very much so implemented into music. For me, my thoughts are, I use AI. I'm not even going to lie. I use AI, but I use AI as a tool to help create music. I don't have a Suno subscription or a Suno profile. That's not my thing. Like, I still like to play instruments. I think AI should be used as a tool to help get your ideas out, and then you can manipulate that sound into something new. I'm really against of somebody just typing in a prompt, a song comes out, and then they just upload it. They don't do anything to it. They don't do any kind of tweaks, no kind of changes. They just use 100% what AI created from their thought and then just upload it to the world. I'm super against that. That is not fair. So I'll leave a link to this down in the description box below if you want to read the full article on your own time. And yeah, let me know what you think. So that's been my thoughts of this article and my overall thoughts of AI generated music. What are your thoughts down below? Let's have a conversation. Is AI generated music bad? Is using AI generated music good for the future? So we embrace it in general as a society. I feel as if we are going to use AI generated music where it's 100%, there should be some type of description of where you can say, or some type of labeling where it's, okay, this is generated by AI. If it's 100% AI, you should upload it to an AI distributing platform, if that's possible. Or if you distribute it out into Spotify, have its own category of like, okay, this is AI music, and don't intermingle with like human created music, because you want to give people and musicians that worked hard on their music, give them their proper credit, and it undermines the work of what actual musicians and actual songwriters did and put their time and hard work into. Those are my thoughts But let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's have a conversation down below. Like I always say, thank you for watching. Ciao.